Can you speak to your relationship with Chris Kenner a little bit? Because I think one of the things that I've only seen you do this twice.
Sure.
But the hook and loop suit for
Yeah.
So you're doing that. You've got permission to do it. Kenner's worked with you on it.
Yeah,
and that's,
totally.
How did that come about? Where you're hanging out with Chris Kenner and then doing
right.
his material with his not just express permission but blessing?
It's weird. Yeah. It's super trippy for me because as a kid, I saw him do the Velcro and I went, "Oh, I was trying, we all go through that, like, I'm gonna be super original and only do my own stuff for forever and art.
Yeah.
Phase. And then I saw him do that and I was like, oh, okay, well, if there was ever one trick of someone else's that I really wanted to do, it was that. And then I met him through people a few years later. We started hanging out and I think that just came up in conversation that there was this one trick that I thought was really rad. And then years later, we started hanging out more and more and more. And then now within, I think the last, 2.5, 3 years, he gave me all of his material, which is bonkers.
Yeah.
That is kind of bonkers. But yeah,
it's a huge compliment to you because
I'm insanely grateful. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's cool because we're able to take this, like, we can sit down and take this body of work that he already had, that he was already working tons of shows with David doing the middle act.
Yeah.
And then take this set that already worked and was successful, and then take that and bring it even further and bring, like, one of my openers is a version of the Texas trick that he used to do.
Can you describe the Texas trick?
Yeah.
So it's just because our listeners have no idea what the Texas trick is.
And I think a lot of people, for some reason, have never never got to see it, unfortunately. But big envelope, and it says the Texas, big envelope. You see a big envelope. He goes, "Ma'am, in the front, you're going to name any state. Put a prediction inside this envelope. Don't let me try to influence you. Jokes. And then he ends up turning it around and says the Texas trick. It's actually called the Texas trick.
Yeah.
Starts doing a Texas accent, like all this ridiculous stuff. Pulls out the prediction from inside the envelope. On the back of this is going to be the name of one state. Pulls the thing out and it's cut out like the shape of Texas. And then the woman says Alaska.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and says Alaska.
Yeah.
And then there's another gag at the end. But yeah, I mean, so it's super tight, formulaic tricks. But then we're able to take those and just, like, we literally sat down in about an hour and a half and cranked out what is my current opener from what the Texas trick was. And then over the course of a couple of years, the jokes have evolved and been rewritten by me and there's another John Wing out of LA, a stand-up. Yeah. Really, really great writer. And now it is something that, like, people who even knew Chris's act don't immediately recognize as that kind of the same thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting because the first time I saw you do it, I didn't realize it was the Texas trick until talking to you afterwards, and you're like, yeah, the Texas trick is doing great. I can't remember what you said, and I was like, oh my God, it is.
Yeah, it was super weird to me too. But it makes me happy that he and I can sit down and take something that was pretty iconic for him and turn it into something that hopefully feels totally different, and it is, in different ways. Like, this is a physical 3D object, which we thought was a really cool way to approach that, from going from the prediction being a flat thing to being this physical item changing and just weird little things like that. But yeah.
Are you finding that you're